Let me speak on this matter as one who have indicated earlier, because of the cost consideration, I am going to vote against this motion when it does get to a final vote up or down on whether we want to institute this policy, although I happen to feel that those who have advanced this education measure, this measure that has to do with voluntarism, are well-intentioned. I think this is not the time to be going to this program. So I suspect that I want my colleague to understand that. I also want my colleagues to know that I proudly voted in support of my colleague from Illinois when she offered the tabling motion, which I thought was in order. I listened to the outstanding speech made by the senator from Illinois. I listened to the remarks preceding the question made by my colleague and friend from New Jersey. I agree with my colleague from Illinois and from New Jersey. I simply say that I am not sure, though, to my colleague from Illinois, I am not sure, since I think I know very well most of the people who voted against her wishes, the motion to table. I am convinced, and I want to say this in the defense of all, that all or most of the people who voted the way they did not do it, in my opinion, from their heart on racial grounds. Rather, I suspect it was from the old attitude of the South shall return, that flag that I understand full well is a major concern to certain groups in the United States. I do not believe, in all honesty and fairness, that that was the intent of those who voted the other way. I think more or less it was the fact of the old South and that flag. We should be able to use that flag if we wanted to, and I suspect, in all sincerity, that the vast majority of those who failed to vote for the tabling motion had no concept or understanding of the very legitimate background and concerns that have been made by the senator from Illinois. But in fairness to the Senate, I really believe that the senator from New Jersey has indicated correctly that the Senate has made a mistake. I would hope and I would ask at this time, my question is, that if we can arrange to follow the legitimate procedures of the Senate, if we can get one or more senators who voted not to table to agree to reconsider the vote with the commitment to change their vote, and if we could give reasonable assurance to the senator from Illinois that we have the votes now to table on after we vote to reconsider, then we would have the votes to table in order to move ahead with the business at hand. With that kind of assurance from several of us on this side of the aisle and maybe some on that side of the aisle, would the senator agree to cease and desist from her very legitimate argument to consider filibustering if that assurance could be made to her?
Thank you for your question, Senator. The fact is, I didn't look for a filibuster. I wasn't looking for a fight. I would very much like to have this resolved. I would like to put a stake through the heart of this particular Dracula and hope it never come up again. It came up in judiciary and was defeated soundly, with only 3 members of that entire committee, and it's a large committee, voting, 2 voting for it and 1 abstaining when it came up before. The bulk of the Judiciary Committee, both Republican and Democrat alike, voted against this amendment. I would like to see that same result obtained today. The senator from New York